All right, morning guys.
Morning.
I want to talk about teams. What to you guys is a team?
People who work together.
Huh?
Everybody here.
But everybody's here, but do we all work together as a team? Anybody?
You should probably clarify.
No.
As a company as a whole, yes.
No, I'm talking just Minot in general.
No,
No.
Okay. Why is that? Why do we not work as a team?
budgets.
What does budgets have to do with us working
Mechanics
together?
are against the shop and things don't get fixed. You know, that's part of it.
Okay, that's true.
It's a big factor.
Jose, you look like you got something to say.
I was just giggling to myself. My apologies.
No, go ahead.
No, it's just it's a rhetorical question. We're all doing different stuff. I can't help a rear load if I'm in a side load. I can't help roll off if I'm in a side load. I mean,
It's
if I'm
not
done with my route, I can help them. But
If we have the trucks.
yeah,
we
we don't have a
one
truck.
automated.
I wanted to help Chris yesterday, but his truck was down, so I was off early. I couldn't help him. You know.
True.
I mean, I'd help if I could. I help around the shop, but I can't help per se team-wise, where if they're running behind, rear load's running behind, I could pick up some of their slack.
Well, I wouldn't call it slack.
Well, no, I mean, you know what I mean. Like, well, if he gets snowed in or stuck or whatever, I could come behind him and, like, you know, pick something up. But it's not built that way. Like, if I'm finished and I call Joshua or whatever, and I'm like, is there anything anybody needs? It's like, no, well, because I'm in a different machine. I mean, it'd be different if we were all, like if there was more than 3 rear loads or more than 3 front loads, or we could all help. Just saying.
The team part of it was we need to have respect for each other, correct? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
Generally.
If we don't have respect, we're not a team. A lot of it is equipment, I agree. Equipment is a big issue, especially at this site. We don't have any extra trucks, but I was kind of going with the respect for each other. We gotta have respect for each other to build a good team.
Proper planning prevents poor performance.
Well said. Say that again?
Probably can.
Huh?
Proper planning prevents poor performance.
I love it.
That's very true.
So, I want to work on us all being engaged together, work
You know what would
together,
help?
and not against each other.
Barbecues, like luncheons, like I don't really don't
Donuts that
even.
you take every day.
He's been here 14 years. I've been here 3, and I don't even know his middle name.
Probably won't.
I'm just saying. I barely met this guy. I mean, I like him. He's a good guy, but I barely know him. We don't have enough functions together to be able to bond. It's kind of like we come in, jump in our trucks, and leave. I don't know half these guys. We need more.
So you want to have like a go out, get to know each other type?
I'm
No,
just
we
saying
have to
more
work together.
company
That's it.
functions.
We don't have to be friends.
That's right.
In most places.
Keith pretty much said it.
What's that?
We have to work along. You may not get along with people, but we're not here to be friends.
Why
We're here
not?
to work.
Some people can be
There's no
friends.
I in
I mean,
team.
but the point is
But
that he's
we're
trying
not
to make
really a
this.
team comes from the top and works down too.
That's what I'm
If
saying.
you've got if we're not that, you know, management's got to be part of the team too.
Mhm.
But if they don't treat their drivers with the respect, or which, you know, you can't have a team if you don't know who your leaders are.
True.
You know. And some people we haven't seen for a long time, but yet they're our leaders, and everything runs through them. But
You would be talking about
I
Mitch
don't
and
know.
Pete, would you? I've never met him.
Yeah, he's
Once.
been here once in 4 years. Mitch, we haven't seen in ages. The guy who does the other training has been here more than, you know. It all flows down, and the team, you know, you can't get something fixed because they won't do it, because it goes against the shop. Where then we're worried that you're worried, you know, management's worried about going against productivity and the site or whatever. Everything's so divided, it's hard to have a team. And you
So
get-
would it be fair to say that if we had a barbecue
Maybe.
with all the management
You
here,
throw the landfill into it too.
Yeah.
The arguments between this place and the landfill. Well, you're not bringing enough boxes. When they, when the management can't even get along with each other because they're worried about budgets, how are the drivers supposed to get along and work as a team when your team leaders aren't working together or showing the example? I mean, it's all. It's not just one thing. It's every.
No,
you know.
and that's why I'm bringing it up, is because I want to get this to the point where we all get along. And there's no reason we can't. It's a small enough shop that should all be able to at least tolerate each other and work together. And that's kind of what I was going with it. But yes,
Right,
you're,
and
you're
we
totally
do,
right.
we
Management
do.
is the biggest part. For the most part, yeah. I hear bickering.
There's always bickering.
True.
But there's always also been such a high turnover rate here.
Not lately.
Well, lately, but it's
Why do you think we have a high turnover?
many factors. When the oil was booming, guys had come, all of a sudden they'd see other jobs paying more or better benefits, or, grass is greener, they'd go.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
But now,
it could be anything, lack of work, it could be, how the drivers are feeling that they're treated as far as from company, like he said with the barbecues. We used to have a lot more perks, a lot more, drivers were respected and taken care of. They did a good job. Now everything's about getting off on the little computer. You can do this, but as long as you're off the computer, then it's like, it's okay. But you take a 40-minute lunch on the computer, you can get in trouble versus taking a 40-minute lunch. Say you're working in the yard, there's a difference.
there shouldn't be.
But there is. You have to. There is, because management's worried about productivity and like the numbers. Okay, a team. So everyone meets their numbers and is in the red or in the green. Positive. How does that reflect on the drivers? We worked as a team. Everyone hit their numbers. What's the incentive or the reward? You still get paid the same whether you hit your numbers or you don't. If you don't, like in the past, work has just been taken off that guy and put on someone else. That guy's not here anymore, but that happened.
Okay, so we're talking about something that I fixed already, so it's gone.
Another good example is we all team together when we're done hauling garbage, we all push garbage together.
Yeah.
Well, in another person's eyes, we're standing around not doing nothing. But if they see the big picture, if they stood there and watched us, we do everything together as a team. Not one guy's stuck doing all that stuff while everybody else is just goofing off. Everybody involves themselves, pushing the garbage, swapping the boxes.
Swapping boxes.
Yeah, so it's done as a team.
And I saw that when I was out there. When there were 7 trucks there and John was the only one pushing trash and switching boxes, and then all of a sudden everybody jumped out of their truck except for one.
Yeah, well, start out with.
So, all right. Well, that's what I was kind of getting some feedback, because I want this site to succeed. I want it to become better than it was in the past.
Or our eye in the sky. Your assistant.
He ain't my assistant.
He's part of the team, though. He's got to be
He
on the
is
team.
part of the team, and I
But he
agree.
doesn't act like he's on the team, like the DOT logs and all that. He wants to call DOT on us if we don't turn, Well, that's not being part of the team. That's trying to get the driver in trouble.
Exactly.
If we fill out a DVIR.
And it used to be, they'd fill them out. We just came in and signed them.
Yeah. Well, that's not right. That's not the way we do things.
Right.
DOT needs to be done by the driver.
But you shouldn't be, where are you going down this road for? He's not in the truck, why is he asking the driver? He doesn't know if the road will only go down is blocked, it's snowed, you can't go that way anymore. Or why would he care if we're sitting at,
And that's this. Up until last week, I never knew about this. So that is none of his business. He's helped one driver in Devil's Lake that he knew was lost, trying to deliver a tote. But him just spying on you guys, that's none of his business. And I'll address that with my ops specialist, Josh. So,
DVR, if we forget to put the date on the top corner, but it's in the middle, I don't know why he can't just write the date on there and file it.
because he can't touch it.
It's just a date, it isn't a signature.
But even the fuel thing.
It's in the center, it's on there.
I accidentally put the wrong truck, 309 through, you know. He's gotta make it a point, you didn't put it in the right box. Well, why can't he take the white? He knows what truck I'm in.
Yeah.
But he comes down, and he'll come down and chew anyone up. Oh, you forgot to punch in, he'll call you en route. Well, if you're calling me, you know I'm here, what am I supposed to do now, you know?
These are the things I wanted to hear.
Random phone calls throughout the day when you're focused on your route or something silly like that should just stop. I mean, that could be addressed at the end of the day. Doesn't mean that you,
No, I
your
agree.
phone can't be ringing
If
over
he's-
something simple like that while you're trying to drive the truck or trying to
If
focus
he's
on.
spying on you, he knows when you're in the yard. So you're right, he does not need to be calling you
That puts
over.
us at high risk for an incident. Because now my day's been thrown off. High risk. Distracted drivers. I'm not focused on my task.